Hey, y'all, wake up, man. Listen, here's a few unfair advantages that a lot of barbers have over others. See, there are things that you may be born with or born into that will give you the competitive edge over others, right? Now, this ain't to say that you can't be successful without these things, but these are a few things that you see with barbers that you may be like, damn, how are they moving so fast? Or how do they lap me like that? How did they get so far ahead of me like that, even though I'm putting in a lot of work, right? So here's a few advantages that barbers have over others, right? Number one, if you're handsome, it is what it is. And Lord knows I'm one handsome motherfucker, right? See, if you're handsome, I'm going to tell you right now, some people going to choose you off of that. It is what it is. Yeah, you may say, oh, but I cut mostly men. Man may not want you like that, but he going to choose you because he like, man, this guy takes care of himself. He looks like somebody. So I'm going to go to him. If there's a such thing as pretty privilege with women, right? What you think there is for men? Some of us was just born handsome. People want to look at you on camera more because you're handsome. So you may get a larger following faster, right? You may have a model face, right? You put a haircut on yourself and post a pic or a video, you get hella likes and views by all type of people because you're handsome. People like to look at something good. It is what it is. And now this is not to say if you ain't handsome, you can't be successful as a barber, because you can. You just got to work a little harder. See what I'm saying? Number two, if you was born and live inside of a larger city, it is what it is. Larger numbers, more people to cut, more opportunities. It is what it is. If you live in a smaller city, you may want to move to a bigger city. Go on, take that leap. It's going to be a little bit harder for you because you're getting your feet up under the ground, you're building again, you're starting from scratch, but it is what it is. It's going to be a little bit harder if you was born in a small town or a smaller city. If you was born in a city like me, Houston, it's one of the largest cities, third or fourth largest city. I'm good. I can go on any side of town and cut. Now, I'm not saying I ain't got skills. I ain't saying that I don't know how to attract, retain, and keep clientele, but I'm saying that I got a better opportunity than somebody in a smaller city, right? And if you're in a smaller city, you may want to take into consideration the fact that you may have to move to a larger city. And like I said, it's going to be harder for you. But barbers in bigger cities, New York, Chicago, California, Houston, right? Whether those are states or cities. I don't know my states or cities. But if you're in those larger cities or states, I'm going to tell you right now, you got a better opportunity, right? Now, you can be in one of these larger states, or you could be in one of these larger cities and be whack. If you don't know how to cut, you don't know how to keep clients, right? You got a poor shop environment and you doing all the stuff wrong, shit, it don't matter large or small, but you will always have the opportunity to get customers because they're going to try you out because it's a large city. See what I'm saying? Number three, if your dad was a barber, now I'm talking about an active dad, and sometimes even if your dad ain't active in your life, if your DNA, there's a code in your DNA. There's traits that pass down to you. There's talents and skills that you have that your parents have, right? So whether your pop's in your life or not, if he's a barber, I'm telling you right now, and he good at it, and he got that skill, you got a competitive edge. You got an advantage. See, my dad cut hair. He was never a licensed barber, don't have a reputation for that, but he's good at it, right? The code in my DNA, the genetic code in my DNA made me good at cutting hair. And I'm going to tell you now, it ain't take me long like it took other people. It took me about 2 weeks, and I never cut no hair before barber college. It took me about 2 weeks to master haircuts. You can go look at my pics from barber college. I never been whack when it come to cutting hair. it just is what it is, right? I had to fix other things like social things and shit like that, the shit that I teach, in order for me to get to the stage where I can attract, retain, and keep clients and have an abundant barber career. But as far as the talent, that comes from my pops. Some people got an active dad in their life that own a shop. You automatically in a shop. You got an advantage. Some people got an active dad that's a barber in their life that showed them how to cut at a younger age. They got an advantage. It is what it is. Now, it is not to say if your daddy ain't a barber, you can't be the first barber in the generation of males in your family. This ain't to say that, because you can easily learn this skill, right? It's going to be a little bit harder if you're not naturally talented. It's going to be a little bit harder, but you can learn, right? It's going to be a little bit harder for you, but you can get it. You can do it. See what I'm saying? But if you're born with your dad already in that situation, I'm telling you right now that you got a competitive edge on other people, right? I'm telling you, I don't want nobody comment on the video talking about, oh, well, I don't got none of those things, so I can't be successful, or you could be successful without any of those things. That's exactly my goddamn point, is that you could be successful without all of those things. Number 4, if you were born Hispanic. See, y'all thought I was just talking about me. Y'all thought I was just labeling myself as the ideal barber. I'm not Hispanic. If you was born Hispanic, you got a competitive edge over other barbers. Plain and simple. I'm going to tell you why, right? And this ain't no race thing. I love all people. But the facts are the facts. Hispanic people are more supportive of each other. I walked into a Hispanic shop one time. I was at this brunch spot, get something to eat, and I noticed they was opening a barbershop next door. And I was like, cool, I just wanted to chop it up with him. So I go over there, I'm like, hey, man, you own the shop? He like, nah, we own it. It's like 3 Hispanic dudes. See how they have the shop, they own a shop because they work together. But that's part of their culture, is to work together, right? You got other cultures that work together as well. But when you Hispanic, from my experience and from what I've seen, they support each other. And even if you're a Hispanic barber, you post online, you're going to get more support, likes, and shares, because that's just part of their culture. Not to say it ain't no jealous and hating Hispanics of each other, but by and large, their culture is more supportive of each other. So if you're born Hispanic and you're a barber, you're more community-oriented. You're going to get more clientele. People are going to support you more via online and in person and word of mouth and all of that, because they keep their money inside their community. It's just culture. Right? If you're born an African-American barber like me, it's going to be a little bit harder for you. Because, for one, it's a lot of jealousy in our communities. It's a lot of toxicity and trauma. You know what our people was built off of, slavery. We got a lot of toxic traits and stuff, but that's on us to change it. So not to say if you're an African-American barber that you can't be successful, because I am. The thing is this, it's going to be a little bit harder, right? You're going to have to find the people that support you. You're going to have to find the clients that want to support you. You're going to have to put out more valuable content to reach more people and make them want to share it, right? Because your people ain't going to be the first ones to share and support you. I'm going to tell you that right now. It's just culture. It is what it is, right? It is what it is. So these are a few unfair, right? Unfair, because life ain't fair, right? Get that through your head. These are 4 unfair advantages that barbers have over others, right? I didn't make this video to discourage you. I didn't make this video for you to feel like you can't be a successful barber. I ain't make this video to tell you if you don't have none of these things or not born of some of these things that you can't be successful. That's not true. I'm saying it's going to be harder. The facts are the facts. So don't come in on my video with all that other stuff, because I'm going to delete it. I'm telling you right now, it's going to be a little bit harder for you if you don't have or been born with these things. And that's okay, because sometimes hard builds character. Hard builds resilience. Hard makes you better, right? You see what I'm saying? So just understand that people have competitive advantages over you. This ain't no excuse for you to not put that work in. This is to let you know, if you don't have these things, it's time for you to go harder. See what I'm saying? Y'all wake y'all asses up.